What up, y'all? It's a new month, and you know what that means? A brand new topic. And this month, we will be diving into the topic of relationships. All right, so we all know that there are several types of relationships. We have your spiritual relationship, love relationship, family, work. There's several ways that you can describe a relationship or focus on a relationship. But I'm going to ask 3 reflective questions for you to reflect on how you are showing up in your relationships, because honestly we can't control how other people show up in our lives, but what we can control is how we show up and who we allow to show up in our life. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, first question is there something that you need to heal from? So a lot of us have the tendency of projecting our past experiences, our trauma, our reactions to something on our current relationships. And that could be a negative thing, especially if it's a negative experience that we've had. So have you allowed yourself to heal from that experience that you've had? Now, I have to put a disclaimer. I am not a trained therapist or, psychologist or anything like that. So this is the point where you might need to seek professional help to get over whatever that experience might be in your life, especially if it was traumatic to you. People perceive trauma in many different ways, and it can manifest in our life in many different ways. And a way to heal from this is, 1, seek professional help and allow yourself time to heal. Honestly, I've intentionally been doing this in my personal life for a year now. The beginning of 2018 last year was pretty hectic, pretty wild, pretty traumatic. And how I was able to move forward from that was, 1, seeking help, and 2, allowing myself time to heal. So, allow yourself time to heal. All right, my second question is, how are you showing up in your relationships? How is your spiritual relationship? If you're a Christian or whatever your faith might be, how are you showing up in that? Do you have that connection with who you praise, that higher being that you might give praise to? Also, how are you showing up in your love relationships? Is it rocky right now? Is there a discussion you might need to have? And also, how are you showing up at work? How are you showing up with your friends? So take some time and reflect and see what relationships you might need to pour into. And a good book that I would recommend to help you understand how you show up in relationships and why is, honestly, Personality Plus, because our personalities really play a big role in how we show up in life. Sometimes we just don't know because this is our normal. But if we learn more about ourselves and how we can better interact with others, that's a great stepping stone to improving how we show up in other people's lives. All right, question number 3 is, who do you hang out with? That is a major question on improving our relationships. Are these relationships adding value to your life or sucking the life out of you? Are they pushing you forward in life, helping you grow? Are they hindering you from growing the way you should be growing? So this is a major question. Who's in your circle? If you want to have a healthy, loving relationship with your spouse, are you hanging out with people who are pursuing and trying to grow in their relationships with their spouse? If you are trying to grow closer in your spirituality, are you hanging with people who are trying to grow? You see what I'm saying there? It depends who you're hanging out with. The people you spend the most time with have a big influence on how you grow and succeed in life. So take that time, reflect. Are the people I'm hanging out with, do they add value to my life? Ask yourself that question. And if you feel like there might be some people you need to spend less time with, that's okay. Give yourself permission, because you have a purpose on this earth and you need to make sure that you align yourself with people that can help you. And if that's an area that you're not really strong in, let's connect. Follow that link in my notes below. Follow that link and let's connect so we can get you connected to that positive environment so you can grow in your purpose. All right, y'all, as usual, thank you so much for listening. I hope these questions help you reflect, have that time to reflect and see how you're showing up in your relationships. And once again, I invite you to subscribe to my email list. If you're in my email list and you're watching this, shout out to you. Thanks for your loyalty. If you're on YouTube and you're listening to this, I invite you to subscribe to my emails, because that's where you get your weekly dose of motivation and your weekly check-ins, more reflection times, and an even better way to stay updated to the things that I'm offering you. Even get some freebies. So why would you not subscribe? So anyway, as usual, thanks for listening and have a great April, y'all.